Over.
The world is a vampire sent to drain secret destroyers hold you up to the flames. And what do I get for my pain? Betrayed desires and a piece of a game. Even though I know, I suppose I'll show all my cruel and cold like the Job. Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage. Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage.
In 1975, I was with the Greenpeace Foundation, and we came up with this idea of how to protect whales, which was to place ourselves between the harpoon and the whale. And we were reading a lot of Gandhi at the time, and we thought that that was all it would take in order to protect them. And so in June of 1975, I found myself in a small little Zodiac inflatable with Robert Hunter, and behind us was a 150-foot Soviet harpoon vessel bearing down on us at full speed in very rough waters. But in front of us were 8 magnificent sperm whales that were fleeing for their life. And every time the harpooner tried to get a shot, I would block his harpoon. And we were feeling really good about this until the captain of the whaling vessel came up the catwalk, and he screamed into the ear of the harpooner, then brought his finger across his throat like that and smiled at us. And that's when I realized Gandhi wasn't going to work for us that day. A few moments later, there was this incredible explosion. This harpoon flew over our head and slammed into the backside of one of the whales, a female in the pod, and she screamed. It was a very woman-like scream. It was like a human in pain, and she rolled on her side in a fountain of blood, and suddenly the largest whale in the pod hit the water with his tail and disappeared. He swam right up underneath of us and threw himself out of the water straight at the harpooner to protect his pod, but they were waiting for him, and he had another harpoon loaded, an unattached one, and at point-blank range pulled the trigger, and that harpoon struck the whale in the head. That whale screamed and fell back, rolling in incredible agony on the surface. And as he rolled about in his own blood, I suddenly caught his eye. He looked straight towards me, and then he dove, and I saw a trail of bloody bubbles coming at us really fast. And then the whale came up out of the water at an angle, so that the next move was to just come forward and just fall down on top of us to crush us. And as that head rose up out of the water and I looked into this eye, an eye the size of my fist, what I saw in there changed my life forever, because I saw understanding. The whale could have killed us, but I could see his muscles move and tense and pull himself back, and I saw his head slide beneath the surface, his eye disappear beneath the water, and he died. He could have killed us, and he saved our lives. So personally, I feel indebted to him. But I saw something else in that eye, and it was pity, and not for himself, but for us, that we could take life so thoughtlessly, so mercilessly. And for what? Spermaceti oil is what they were after. The Russians use it for high heat resistant oil for machinery. And one of the things that they were building with spermaceti oil was intercontinental ballistic missiles. And I said to myself, here we are, destroying this incredibly intelligent, socially complex, wonderful being, this sentient being. And for what? To make a weapon meant for the mass extermination of human beings. And that's when it struck me, we are insane. And from that moment on, I said to myself, I'm not going to do what I do for people. I'm going to do what I do for the whales and for the creatures of the sea. They are our clients. We represent them. And so quite frankly, that puts us above criticism, because people can say whatever they want about what we do, but we don't do it for people. We do it for our clients.